Hello everybody to the current affairs this week ended 15th of September 2024. This week I wanted to talk about the discussion which is always going on everywhere as to which all sectors in India are going to be the outperformers and going to be the leaders in the India growth story in another 5 years' time. This week I came across through two news items which I wanted to discuss in this regard. The first was the Semicon India conference, where the Prime Minister of India said that the electronic sector today in India is 150 billion US dollars. In another 5 years' time, and by and large by the end of this decade, this sector is set to grow to 500 billion US dollars. And he has said that India is going to be a major partner in the global supply chain. This is an indicator as to the way the electronic sector in India is going to grow and is going to be at the center stage of the global economy. The another news item which I wanted to discuss was about the report titled India's GCC Landscape. First of all, I would like to put forward as to what is a GCC. A GCC is a Global Capability Center. A Global Capability Center is a captive hub or a centralized office of a large corporation, which could be a global corporation, where all its back office functions like IT, finance, HR, research and development, and much more can be centralized at that place. The corporation might have its presence across the globe, but all its back office functions could be centralized at one place. And today, India is a destination where so many corporations across the globe have found that we should have our GCC, Global Capability Center, which would act as a hub for all these activities, be in India. Presently, there are 1,700 such GCCs in India, which are generating a revenue for India to the extent of 65 billion US dollars. And they are providing good quality employment to 19 lakh people in India. By the end of this decade, that is 2030, it is expected that 2,200 such GCCs will be in India, and they would be generating a revenue of 100 billion US dollars for India and providing employment to 28 lakh people in India. And 70% of the Fortune 500 companies will have its GCC in India. So these are the sectors which are going to propel growth in manufacturing and services in India, which will be the next level, which will not be just companies or services which are basic services, but would be value-added services in terms of manufacturing and in terms of providing services. As far as the markets this week, Nifty 50 was plus by more than 2%, and so was the Nifty Mid Cap. But the Nifty Small Cap was up by more than 1%. Silver zoomed up by more than 10% this week, and gold was up by more than 3% in the global commodity markets. The US markets were on an upswing. Nasdaq was up by more than 6% and S&P 500 was up by more than 4%. That is all for this week. Thank you.